Loop.
If anybody can get a CC on the Hell Reaver, like, Hex.
Hold on, big guy's coming.
Yeah, I gotta get pretty close in order to do my hex.
Oh. Wrong button.
Run back. Move it out of the green.
Green orb thing is bad. Very, very bad. Don't let it hug you.
What if you hugged it?
It'll hug you back and you'll die.
Nonsense. Oh god, it burns.
Sears
The new pally is red, right?
Yes.
Uh,
Okay, so that trash was fun. Let's work a little bit more on CCs though and trying to get smaller groups so we don't have the wipe fest we did last night. Less trash time means more boss time. I'd rather wipe on bosses than trash. Especially since Ali decided not to take the name of We Wipe on Trash as a guild name.
It was already. I like our name better anyway.
I would agree. Although, reading guild forums at work makes for interesting conversations as people walk by. Masochistic? You like to be spanked?
Balls. Hell yeah.
I usually just don't, I just smile and nod. Leave it up to imagination.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Shit, my bad.
Dispel the poison.
Can't.
Ah! Why can't I see the raid groups? What is going on? Reloading UI, don't die. Well, don't let me die.
He's reloading UI, setting them on fire.
For people that don't care about Pokemon, the Midsummer pet is selling for 45k. So, yeah.
Hi, me.
Fully leveled.
Ty was talking over you. You will probably have to start flying because we are Warlockly chillin'.
I know someone who has a warlock.
You're just not gonna let this die, are you?
I let her play her Warlock. I said once per tier.
I have
Do
a
you want to
warlock
have
too.
Kalijah go heals, or do you think we're fine with 3?
Probably need her heals, maybe? Question mark? I don't
We
know.
can get a CC on Square.
I think we should get. We should.
It's already
have everyone
CC'd.
this fight.
Square's the one in the back.
No, it is.
Yeah, the Hellweaver?
No, blue.
Good work.
Why can't I see the raid teams? Yay!
Yeah, I probably want Kalijah on heals.
Yeah. Orb! Icky orb! Don't hug it!
You're not my supervisor.
You're not the boss of.
Technically, our CJ is healing lead. I'm your supervisor.
You're not my real mom.
You can have healing lead when you can beat me on meters.
You went there.
Healing meters doesn't fit.
No, it doesn't, but that doesn't mean it's my supervisor.
I
Plus,
tried to
isn't he?
stick up for you, Todd.
Plus, isn't he just a pet battle officer?
I'm just a figurehead.
So then he has more pets than I do.
Don't worry, Ty. Soon I might have in the guild someone who likes cute pets as much as you do.
I like pets.
Say cute pet.
Show my
I like selling pets. Does that count?
My girlfriend started a blood elf on my account, immediately found a cute cat, caught it, and has been playing Pokemon when I wasn't here.
Best game ever.
Do you want me to wait until we clear to go rest?
Sure.
Yeah, probably can. DPS, try to be on point. Don't let Divine Zero be worth like 3 of you.
Well, that's happens by default though.
Misers automatically too. On free. If they work, they can be a half instead of a third.
For new people, most of us don't listen to CJ. We just kind of nod when he says stuff.
I listen to you, CJ.
CJ,
Mupper, you can buy 695 gear with crystals, Apex crystals.
Yeah,
Can I get a
if you have
CC on Skull?
25,000.
I'm on square.
where can you buy them with the Apex crystals?
The main flight point in the zone.
You have to buy an item for 5k and then buy the
Oh.
upgrade.
Yeah, the items drop all over the zone, but you can buy it for 5k.
Yeah, that would require me to actually unlock them.
Yeah. Well, I think we could teleport you there in theory, but do you have Apex crystals? Like, I was hoarding them before the patch. From my garrison missions.
6,800. I haven't even been doing those. I have 6,800.
Yeah.
Time to do all this.
It's 20k. Do you have Master Plan installed, Ellie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, normally I'll like flip my garrison followers twice a day. It's usually enough.
I try to do my garrison followers at least once a day, twice a day if I'm very lucky, but not often enough I get to play that much.
Yeah. Well, as always, skill beats gear.
I rolled into 6.2 with about 8k Apexis, and I'm currently sitting at 19k. You get a lot from the quests and stuff.
Yeah, you can easily get 12 to 15k a day if you do all the stuff.
That requires time I do not have.
Yeah, unfortunately.
They need an app for your followers. I don't know why that isn't a thing.
They don't want you to remote in and be able to do stuff in game.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, it would. Can we go?
Sorry, I backed up too far. And didn't think that have it go over to the dealer.
I went splat.
Oh, Lubin was dead.
I guess I should get my mount. Did I start combat log? Am I talking to myself? Probably. Yeah.
Getting there as fast as I can. Oh, so close.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da.
I gotta handle some cat aggro. I'll be right back.
Did you say cat aggro?
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a few of you crazy cat ladies in the guild, and I'm on fire.
Well, at
my
least it's not
God.
the guy who had to AFK because there was a bat. He had bat aggro. I think it was in SLO.
I saw Jurassic World today. I walked Compy. Do you think if you had a lot of compies, it could be like having a pig farm? If you kill anyone, you just have the compies eat all the evidence.
They probably don't eat bone like pig do.
Some dinosaur has to.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
Preferably a small cuddly one.
I'm gonna die in this freaking hand. I How rude.
Okay, does anyone not know how to do the fire rooms, especially range?
I've never been here.
Well, that's great. When we get to the boss, I will explain.
Asgard the messages.
Oh, I can't use mind control on mind control target. That's sad.
I can't cast that yet.
Oh. Is he Brew? No, he's missed.
Do I need to change now?
We got one more trash bowl.
Okay.
Healer cooldown order for pounds will be me, Kalijah, and then Mel.
Pound only affects people within 4 yards of you. You don't need to like super spread out, but it's like the hands. As long as you don't stay right on top of people, you'll be fine.
Everybody out of the middle. As soon as this last guy dies, he's gonna go right to the middle, and that way fun stuff. So try to get out of there. Okay, so Ozzy definitely had the better spot last night than I did, so we'll pull to green here. That also gives you guys ranged and healers to kind of be around Moon. It doesn't have to be on Moon, just that direction behind the boss. We will still be closer to the green puddle, so that way when you get empowered grasping hands, it will pull you towards this puddle and won't accidentally pull you somewhere else. But that should be just far enough away that when it starts to pull you, we should be able to burn you out, and then get back to burning the tank out next, and then the boss. Orange, the markers will probably be roughly the same, because that's about 40 yards apart. When the boss does its tank ability, then we will need to make sure you're away from the boss by 40 yards. Purple, Ozzy, just the farther we go backwards, the less damage we take. So we definitely want to aim like towards the door that we were before, but we want to make sure the boss is back kind of in near the middle of the puddle, so that we have a good long way to fly before we land, and we're not landing in any other puddles. Other than that, we were doing pretty awesome last night. I think we got to like 25 or 27% was our best pull. Probably a couple attempts tonight just to get it for the new people, and we'll have it done. So real quick, green. There's 3 abilities he's going to do all together. One's going to be grasping hands, just as you saw. There's going to be hands coming up, grabbing random people and holding you in place. Burn those down immediately. Get the healers out, tanks out, whoever's in there before you go back to the boss. The hands need to all die first before the boss. There's going to be waves coming from each puddle, which are mostly just the purple at first, in the back, and easily avoidable. Just make sure you're dodging those. And the third one is going to be runes, exploding runes on the ground. When they're normal, you stomp on them, they go away, it's done. Now, whatever color the boss jumps into is going to empower a certain ability. When he jumps in green, which is where we're going to start off with, he's going to empower the grasping hands, which means when they grab you, they will grab everyone, and they will immediately pull them towards the green ooze to drop them in. It will pull you towards any ooze that you're closest to, so that's why we want to still be as close to the green as possible, right about where Moon's at, without being too close. It gives you time to burn out before getting pulled in. The empowered tank ability, he will put a tank in a hand, does 60,000 damage a second, and continues to scale up until we die in one shot. So as soon as you everybody the raid out, then the tank needs to get pulled out immediately right after. When it gets down to about 60% or so, then he's moved to orange. And orange, the exploding runes are empowered. When you stomp on them, they will expand out in the direction that you're facing. So if you run onto it and you're facing away from the raid, and you step on it, it's going to expand the wrong direction, and we don't want that. Raid, like if Moon was a rune, you'd want to run around it, and then push it either towards the. Ideally, what we were doing last night is pushing it towards the raid. If everybody stands in a circle and pushes it towards the middle, it would go away a lot faster, but that might be just too complicated at the moment since we're all kind of running around. But you definitely want to push it towards the raid, and towards a puddle, towards the group, towards orange, so that way we can just get rid of it pretty quickly, and then back to DPSing. The other abilities will still happen, but they will no longer be empowered, they'll be regular. When the boss ability for the tanks, it will root the tank in spot and basically CCs the tank. We cannot cast our own cooldowns or anything like that. We're basically stunned for 10 seconds. The other tank will have to taunt off and pull it 40 yards away. The tank with the debuff will explode and hit everyone within 40 yards for massive damage, so you want to make sure you're spread out from the tank. That phase is pretty easy, and then moving to purple. Now the purple is the waves, so the empowered ability is the waves. there will be waves coming from every color, green, orange, and purple. So you will have a lot of stuff to ignore and move around. If that means you need to stop DPSing for a second to move around and get back to the boss, do so. You're worth more alive than you are dead. The tank ability is going to be he will swat a tank and knock it backwards, and the farther we fly, the less damage we do. So we need to fly back and hit the wall, and that's when the tanks will swap off. And easy peasy. The only other ability he will be doing is every once in a while he will cast Pound and just smash the ground. You need to be about 4 yards away from each other. So for those with DBM, /range 4, that's basically the biggest thing. When he does Pound, it will hit everyone, and it will also splash those around you. So if you're within 4 yards of each other, you're going to be taking double damage, and the healers will really hate you. If you're 4 yards away from everybody, then you're safe, and you're only going to take minimal damage, just normal personal cooldowns, and you should be fine after that. Once we get the mechanics down for that one, this boss will be toast, and we will move on to the council, and we will cry on that one next.
Yeah, I left on the same time that we did last night.
Yeah, Rox,
Time to
what
beginning?
Ozzy said.
First
As
hands.
soon as he casts the, right before he casts the first empowered hands, Les then gets everybody out, gets us good burn time on the boss. It worked out really well last night.
You had to say burn, didn't you?
I did. Ozzy?
Yeah, just melee, watch out for Pound that was killing people.
2, 1.
Get behind the boss, 4 yards.
Okay, he's empowering. Stay back, and then around the blue. Hands in 5.
Scan the circle so you win this.
Everybody get by the green and blue circle, and Les. Burn yourselves out.
Save me!
Okay, I'm in the hand. Burn the tank out, and then spread out. Spread out 4 yards.
Wait. 3 seconds.
Waves coming. Next ability is going to be runes. No, I'm sorry. It's going to be the Fell Crush, which will be tank Ozzy. Will need to be burned out. Okay, burn Ozzy's hand. Get her out as quick as possible.
Need to start moving him towards orange.
Pound and 2, spread out 4 yards.
Range, you need to help with the ruins when they're out there.
And heard them during the explosion.
Okay, burn out me. Then you're going to have to burn yourselves out real quick afterwards because it's going to be aggressive.
Stack hands. Not too tight. And we screwed up.
I'm trying.
Don't give up. Burn yourselves out.
There's more than just Ty with a B-res in this group.
Lies.
Well, now it doesn't matter, so
We split the raid in half. during hands. We're in between pools.
Yeah, the second that second grasping hands for the rest of the raid is going to be really close. It's going to hit the tank, which was me this time, with the giant hand, and then about 5 or 6 seconds after it spawns on me, it's going to hit the rest of the group for the little hands. So we still need to be stacked up behind the as close to be able to hit me as possible, or hit Ozzy to get this out, and then still be able to stay far enough away from green to get yourselves out before. Don't worry about positioning for the boss, you guys. Ozzy and I will handle that. Just make sure you guys are paying attention to the abilities as much as possible.
Do any range not know how to deal with the empowered fire runes?
That first one right there is the was just regular runes. It should have just been stomped.
Well, we got an empowered runes because we're still but by that time we were kind of falling apart, so just want to make sure.
Yeah, yeah. When we went to orange, yeah. So there you go. For the guys who weren't here last night, there's the fight.
But Tubbs, you get what I'm saying? We kind of, since we're in between both pools, it's split.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone, the second one, make sure you're closer to whichever.
Well, let's
pool
pick
the,
one. Orange.
boss facing.
So it should be orange for the second
Second
hand.
one should probably be orange.
I think what
Again,
Tubbs, what are the markers you've put down over an orange here?
the orange markers are roughly to kind of just as a guideline to separate between where the tank, you and I will need to move the boss. They're about 40 yards apart. Not exactly, but close to it. So like if I'm after he gets close to doing his second ability and he's ready to hop into the next pool. Either way, even in that corner, we're going to be closer to orange, even if we never move the boss, than purple, because purple's way the hell over here. So even if we don't move him, he should be fine.
Okay, I know like the 40-yard range, so what if we set the markers up so that the star is set up the same as moon, and that way people know where to stack on the second grasping hands? If you know what I mean. So if we keep him on green for the first grasping hands, and then once the second grasping hands has been grasped, when it's about to come on, we start heading over to orange. If that makes sense.
Okay, so I'll move him, whoever, Ozzy or I, depending who has him at the time. We'll move him from, after the, when we're getting down around that 70%, whatnot, we'll switch over to this side. So the melee, or healers in range can get around star. That'll allow us to move the boss to about orange, and then melee should be able to just back up just a little bit to get to the rest of the group, to stack up for the second empowered hand.
Can we get spell power?
Is there a reason why you wait to move to orange?
That's what I was trying to say, but I sort of like just as soon as the first grasping hands is done, let's just move over to orange and then we're in position.
Yeah, there's not really a main reason. I mean, he will jump towards the puddle that he's nearest to, but even, like I said, even if we never moved him from green, orange is going to be the closest anyway, but I don't want to have to worry about the risk that poses.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, Rox.
Okay, he's going to be leaping into green here in about 3 seconds. grasping hands. Get around by the moon.
They don't.
Oh.
I think that was a super spawn of Bubba.
I guess I wasn't number 2 on the threat meter, and I got in a regular hand. That was fun, and I was right next to the green already.
Damn.
Well, everyone jump into the pool.
Go for swim.
I'll res.
Yeah, so that same thing, but less warrior tank there.
Guys, make sure when we're stacking for hands, it's 4 yards apart, because you'll DPS, you do damage to people if you stack too close.
Couple of people, yeah, a couple of people can be around you, but we should be fine as long as we're not all on top of each other.
And then the hands are basically a DPS race, because we get melted if we're in the hands for too long.
Tubbs apparently did not get the res.
I think he's gone AFK actually.
I'm out of range. It's too far away.
Ozzy, when you pull him out of the green, can you back him up a little bit farther too? So that way the melee can get behind him instead of sitting in front.
Sure.
Bad guy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Somehow I pulled aggro by 1 spell. That's awesome. Sorry, Ozzy.
Warriors don't have spell.
Well, every time I thunderclap, I guess it's super taunt. I just forget I hit it.
2, 1.
Okay.
Lust.
And somehow I got pulled into a hand again, and I was 102% on threat. What the?
Wait. Oh, but everybody gets pulled in a hand except for the current tank that has aggro.
Yeah.
So that includes the other tank.
Okay. I guess maybe I've always stolen aggro from you, because I've never gotten it.
Yeah, at just about every other pull we've had except for the last 2, including this one, I've been put into a hand.
Okay, well I'll just make sure I don't stand so close to the pool then, because I just wasn't aware.
So it's probably my fault for somehow not holding aggro.
Charge in.
Okay, pull Ozzy out. All DPS needs to focus on that skull or hand until she's out.
Stop bringing him.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We're gonna get split again. I don't know. Rocks, tomorrow is the Heroes of the Storm patch.
Rest high.
It's on cooldown when I got tubs.
40 yards away from me, but we're probably gonna need to wipe and restart it. Yep.
I'll res.
Oh.
We have 5 minutes on mass.
Yeah, 5 minutes on.
What?
Kill.
I'm not sure why my tune just attacked.
Because you're a hunter and it's naturally ingrained in your character class.
You auto attack at all, ever.
You're like hunter weapon, and then
I'm going to definitely find out why. I didn't even have him targeted.
I've read in the forums that a few hunter pets are acting bizarre. Like
I don't have a hunter pet right now.
Well, I read that anyway.
Hey guys, sorry, sorry to cut in. Basically, I'm having really bad latency issues because of the fact that it's roasting at my house and my computer is not liking it. And it's probably gonna blue screen any second, so I thought I'd just tell you that I may DC.
That never happens in this.
I DC all the
I
time.
was being facetious. For the last few weeks in BRF, I was getting lag all over the place and DCing and getting really frustrated. So it's actually
Okay, I just wanted to let you guys know if I DC, I didn't just leave. I actually DC'd. And it'll take a minute to turn my computer back on also, so basically just give me a minute if you can.
Yeah, I deserve that campfire.
Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing without the dying, of course. I think we are.
Yeah. We're not gonna bother. Actually, we're gonna try it a little bit different and not bother moving him at all. We're just gonna keep him on green, and that way we don't move for the grasping hands. So everyone generally stays around Moon.
Guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm blue screening right now. I don't even know how I'm still on vent, but I'm blue screening. a second.
Alright, go ahead.
You already went off.
Yes, so, like Ozzy was saying, or like I was saying before, I was barkingly interrupted. While moving him after that first grasping hands would probably be more ideal and more convenient, we probably, for those who are veterans of this group, don't really do well with convenience, and we kind of just go like, oh, crazy, this is not really going to work. Oh my god, it worked. So we're not going to worry about moving until after the second grasping hands. Like I said, we're pretty close to Orange being up here in the corner anyway, that he should go there by nature, in which case we will swap then. That way we can stay together and not have to worry about people getting confused about where they need to move to. We can just pull, focus staying in this area, working on mechanics, staying to stacked up loosely for the grasping hands, with the ranged and the healers, or the couple of healers stepping out to get the runes when needed. I'm going to keep talking because why not? Until Sarah gets back on. Seraphus. But yeah, we'll get this. No big deal. We'll just need to clean up our mechanics, and my warrior butt will not fail this time around when I realize that I'm not accidentally stealing aggro, and I will get a hit. So I'll make sure I'm stacked up with everybody else.
You just teleported to the fire tie.
Yeah, I get teleported to campfire to campfire.
That's awesome.
Is it really awesome? Oh look, another campfire I got teleported to. That's great.
Is that new?
It's some toy that one of them, multiple of them have. I don't know. You guys are giving me motion sickness.
Give Sarah just a few minutes. I know it's a little early. We'll go ahead and take a break now. We're waiting for the log back.
Does Range understand how the runes work? Because it's been pretty much Mel doing them. The red landmines he drops. Someone has to step on them before they blow up, or they hit the whole raid. The person that steps on them takes damage, so you want to run through them with a cooldown.
We're moving them towards the orange circle, right?
Yeah, when they're empowered.
Okay. I wanted to make sure. It seems like my health goes almost to nothing if I hit 2 of those, even with deterrence.
Yeah, it happened to me too, so I don't... there's probably a debuff tied to them. I wasn't really looking. I almost died too, hitting 2 of them. Actually, I could look in the dungeon journal, probably. Doesn't say anything about a debuff. I don't know. Oh, you know what it is? It's probably CJ's power word shield absorbing the first one. That's the only thing I could think of. Maybe. I don't know. Because the journal doesn't say anything about a debuff being applied when you step on them.
Oh, it's worth a try anyway.
And for people that didn't watch the video, when we have waves coming from all three sides, it's easier to run towards one side where the waves are coming from than turn around. You don't want to be in the center during that phase. Did it not make a noise, Ellie? That's awesome.
It didn't. It's not making noise.
Oh, snap.
I think we should move on here. I've played with all my toys.
Funny enough, Allie, my wife said the same thing to me the other night.
Oh my.
Balls.
He may not come back on.
I got the impression he was not coming back on myself.
With his computer melting?
Yeah.
For Heroes of the Storm people, tomorrow is the Diablo patch. So we get Butcher and skins and stuff.
Which
And the
makes
new map.
No sense. Because Butcher wasn't even in PTR.
Oh, I need to get the squirrel toy. I still haven't got it. Thing is awesome.
So Sarah has not made it back yet, it looks like.
Nope.
You may as well remove from group and let's move on.
Yeah, let me see if everybody's here, then we'll cut break short a little short, and then we'll do that. Yeah, we were on a 10-minute break. The 10-minute for the night.
The Cali break.
Yeah, this Cali smoke break.
I blame CJ.
Okay, so if he does come back on, we'll just re-invite him, and no big deal there. We are all here. We are all ready, so make sure we're buffed up, good to go.
Check your fast.
Ba 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 ba
Check
ba
your
ba
flasks.
wonk. CJ, that's better, right? I mean, I guess we could put the healers together if we wanted to.
Okay, everybody into positions. Bruce, I'm sure you had a lot of...
4, 3, 2, 1.
I thought you were pulling.
Well, we are now.
That was the end of the break.
We are special.
Good work, C. Perfect job. Best. We're gonna leave you to pull from now on.
5, 4,
Ozzy, apparently I stole
2,
aggro again.
1.
Okay, waves coming. Foul Crush coming in 3. That's going to be Ozzy. Need to break her out immediately before focusing back on the boss. explosive runes are out. Next pound in 5 seconds.
Beware.
Okay, Foul Crush is in 4. Grasping Your Hands is in 10. So that's going to be on me. Need to break me out now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, get ready to stack up. Go ahead and stack up and get yourselves out first. As soon as you get yourselves out, get over to position. Get over by SR. The runes are going to be empowered this time. So you want to chase them into the group. yards away. Still a lot of people near me. Everybody needs to get away from me.
4 yards from each other.
Revival.
Next explosive verse is in 2 seconds, so everybody needs to get 40 yards away from Ozzy, and everybody's dead, so never mind.
Death by hand.
Beware.
Alright, best pull of the night so far. Good work. We're making progress.
Yeah, that was a little better.
Yeah, the not having to focus on moving the second time seemed to help you guys out a little bit. So every ranged, that'll be Zool, Ali, Hunter, who else is there? Luna, and not Moo. But every one of you guys need to be out there chasing the runes and hurting them in. I think about 6 or so of them spawn. And if we have one person doing it, it's not going to help. Really need to kind of basically tunnel them in and give them no place else to run. As we mentioned, if they explode without anyone stepping on it, it does some pretty decent raid-wide damage, and we don't want to do that. That's part of what wiped us that last time.
There wasn't just one range helping with runes. I saw people out there on rune.
Well, they pop up throughout the fight.
I ran out to
I'm
grab
not calling.
a few.
I'm not calling out any names right now because I mean I'm just calling out all of the range, not to call you out, but just to yeah, just to point out that you guys should be doing this. Yeah. This week, let's just keep going. We'll keep going. We'll see how things go for the rest of the night. We'll keep doing this guy. I mean, obviously it's progression and stuff like that. Since this was our first week into it, we're going to be a little bit more relaxed. Next week we'll actually start back with our normal progression, which means things will be a little bit more serious. Low DPS and all that good stuff may be asked to sit out for the week if you're not contributing. If you're standing in fire, not moving, cooldown, stuff like that. That's the nature of the game. While we are fun and family friendly, progression is still key because we don't want to just sit there and be the group that only gets 2 bosses down. Like I said, definitely, see how this gets in there. It's always my fault. Vampire knows this. He will speak with experience. But after next week, don't be surprised if you get asked to sit for the week. I will always give you guys multiple chances as far as if you get asked to sit 1 week for DPS and you improve yourself and get better gear for whatever, and then the following week, you're more than welcome to get a second chance. So it's not like you're going to be benched permanently. I do enjoy trying to give everybody a fair shot, but sometimes there are people who need more help than others. If you feel you are one of those people, reach out to one of us afterwards, and we will be more than happy to help as best as we can. Mechanics is the name of this game. I am qualified. I'm a doctor, trust me.
Yeah, okay.
Doctor of Love.
Call me Dr. Love, call me Dr. Love. Sorry, I'm on medication.
See, you just got me flagged on YouTube because we don't have copyright claims on that song.
On you, Ozzy.
For 5 seconds.
It's so bad, the Google
Yeah,
robots. I get flagged for everything.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ozzy, I will do my best not to thunderclap, and I did even thunderclap.
Couldn't we just use, like, misdirect on you at the start? On Ozzy?
Possible.
5, 4, 3.
Possibly. Grasping hands, get ready. Let's get you in your position.
I'm gonna die horribly to acid because acid sucks. Yeah, I'm out. That was awesome.
Foul crush. Ozzy needs to get out ASAP.
Beware.
As soon as Ozzy gets out, 5 yards apart.
Get off me! Get off me! Freaking CJ.
Beware.
Waves are coming. They're going to be coming from purple way across the room. Foul crushes in 2 seconds. Get ready to get me out. Okay, get me out. Good work. Pound in 4 seconds. Get ready for 5 yards spread.
Beware.
Spread out. Okay, foul crushes in 5 seconds. Ozzy needs to be burned down immediately, and then we're gonna have grasping hands shortly after. Okay, burn down Ozzy. Go.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Stack, but don't stack too tight.
Okay, burn yourselves out. We're gonna be switching to orange as soon as you get back out.
It sucked.
Empowered runes. We want to again move those in to a cone inside the group, so we're smashing them. Just remember, they're going to spread the direction that you're facing when you step on them. So if you're facing away from the group, they're going to go the wrong direction and get 40 yards away from me. 5 yards apart for pound.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Grasping hand.
That was a ruin. Two ruins went off, right?
So the grasping hands feel like an insta-kill.
It's not.
By the time it's
Those were ruins that popped us.
That was the rune.
Yeah.
It's not the hands.
Yeah, there's runes that are still up by the time the grasping hands come, so then they blow up, and like I said, that's if there's still any up, that's what happened.
Okay. So I'm thinking we have to zoom way, way out to even see the damn rune.
If you turn behind you, it's a lightning strike where they're gonna be. So if you look behind, you can actually see where they're gonna be before they hit. And range and healers that are hurting the runes, you want to run towards orange when you go through it, because we want to push all the runes to orange. Also keep in mind, herders, that you'll lose about half your life when you step on a rune, so yeah, be careful. I almost killed myself the first attempt trying to get 2 in a row.
Personal cooldowns help.
Oh, didn't mean to do that.
Okay, so pardon the delay there. I'm trying to figure out what's the difference between last night and tonight, because last night we were rocking this guy, and we were having no problems on the runes, and tonight that's where we're failing. Like, I feel that if we could just get past those empowering runes, we'd be fine. But for whatever reason, that's where we're running into problems. So I'm trying to figure out what the difference was between last night and tonight, other than copious amounts of alcohol.
How about copious amounts of ranged DPS?
We got kind of the same, I think.
Or
I think we had more hunters.
I can't cast that yet.
Yeah, I can go help Mel. I mean, I was at the start. Actually, so Mel, can you do revival on the second pound? Because you and I will probably be in the center getting ruins. And Kalijah, you take second or third pound.
Third, okay.
Wonder if pallies can break people out. I guess we'll know next week with Miranda.
Have you tried shape-shifting it?
No, it does it for me. It's like the other hands from Blackrock. It takes me out of tree form. I mean, I'll try. I don't think it'll let me. I'm just thinking, I think Miranda casts Bubble before the clappy hands on the last hand boss.
Yeah, Ozzy go. I promise you, Ozzy, I will do nothing but auto attack until it's my turn to taunt.
4, 3,
Probably
2,
take it anyway.
1.
It's probably me doing something wrong.
Well, can we have misdirect on Ozzy then at the start?
I've already got her on Tricks of the Trade.
My old guild used to misdirect onto me. They thought it was funny that...
Grasping hands, go ahead and get it. Stack it.
I'm gonna die.
Get Ozzy out as quick as possible. And then spread out for you. Waves coming from purple. Watch your back. Foul Crush coming in 2. It's going to have to break me out. Okay, break me out. Runes coming in 4. They were going to be regular runes, so you just need to stomp them.
So this will be revival pound.
Okay, Foul Crush is in 5. I'm gonna break Ozzy out.
Everyone get ready for hands.
Hands come in 7 seconds right afterwards. So get her out quickly and then get in a loose stack on blue. Around that blue circle.
No, I'm being drifted away.
Yeah, Ozzy will take a personal taunt off of you. Empowered runes, you're going to put them all together towards a circle.
You get them all? Ow.
5 yards apart. Hands will be coming soon.
Still have runes up.
There's no death, only Zul. Grasping runes. And next explosions of burst in 5 seconds. So we're gonna get 40 yards away from me.
Ah.
By orange marker. That was fun. Next pound 4 seconds. Get Ozzy if we still have a battle res if possible.
I don't.
Can we mark the tanks?
See how that would hurt.
Beware.
Pound, 5 yards apart.
Oh, it hurts.
Leap is in 25 seconds. So we'll be moving to purple then. 40 yards away from the tank.
Runes start hurting.
Okay. Herd the runes in. Quickly, quickly. Leaps in 4 seconds, and we're going to purple. Ty, what's the count on battle?
50 seconds.
Beware.
Waves coming, empowered waves, so they're going to be all 3 directions. Make sure we're getting these runes gone as quickly as possible, guys. The regular runes from now on will be just regular, no more empowered. Just watch the waves.
Holy crap.
That's the wave.
I got stuck.
So progress, good work. Much better on the waves that time. Or the rune.
Runes, we have a bunch of people helping. The issue now is you just have to be mindful that your health's high enough.
Yeah, that would be me.
It was if, yeah.
Yeah, with the explosive runes, use a personal cooldown to take less damage on it.
So, real quick, look around. Okay.
Alright.
Divine Zero saving the day as usual. Good work, buddy.
I'll help.
Good work, Elijah. So, most of the time, while it's not in the same location, the runes do kind of spawn around where he's at right now. They will spawn kind of around that black area, that black circle in the middle. Maybe a different location, closer or farther away, but roughly in a circle around there. Ideally, if you push the runes into that middle of the circle, you know, get everybody on either side and herd them all into the middle, then there's nowhere for them to go, and it's awesome that way. But that's going to be too complicated for this group, because simple mechanics are always the most complicated. So as we have been doing, but just remember you want to herd them together. If you're just herding it towards the group and not towards another rune, that kind of defeats the purpose. When the runes get within a certain yardage of each other is when they get stomped out. They have no room to reproduce, so to speak. So that's what we want to do. We'll make sure when you're herding them towards the group, it's in a conal pattern towards the group, so that way they're getting closer to each other and getting stomped out quickly. So working on these mechanics one little bit at a time, and ultimately though we're doing better. That was a good attempt.
Night, Ellie.
Good night.
The good thing about this boss progression-wise is you can try the 3 different phases, you know, if you're stuck on one.
So I was informed that you guys were actually herding him to the middle yesterday, so you guys were doing it right? Is that correct, Ty? I mean, I wasn't paying attention.
I wasn't herding.
I can't really see past the
what, yesterday.
I was.
I think we were doing it to the center.
So do we want to mark in the center? Alright, so put a mark in the
that,
center.
Because that's what you need to be doing, and I don't want to tell you guys otherwise if that's what you were doing, because that's awesome. I just can't see past the boss. He's a big, giant, glowing green thing that takes up my field of vision even when I zoom all the way out.
But you're King Tubbs. We didn't want to, you know, step on your toes.
Well, I am also a panda, and so stepping on my toes would probably be, you know, endangered species and stuff.
That sounds like a lot of red tape.
I don't have a target. I can't cast that yet.
I'm not a red panda. I would be really cute if I was.
So ranging healers, the goal mark is the diamond on the ground and not me. Do not push all the runes towards me because that would be awful.
Yes, so like you were doing last time. Maybe that's why we were doing awesome last night, because we were actually doing what we were supposed to. So do that. Good work. Ozzy, go ahead. Spell power buff. Whoever does spell power.
That spit isn't ready yet.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm taking the center of the moon. Haha.
5,
Grasping hands at 4.
3, 2,
Ready to stack up around moon.
Oh, it hurt.
Perfect. Get Ozzy out.
Beware.
And then 5 yards apart. Waves coming in 3, so watch your back range.
Beware.
Damn it! I'll let Harmony fall off.
Foul crush coming in 5 seconds. That's going to be me. Okay, break me out. Explosive runes in 3. Good work. Pound in 2, 5 yard spread.
Beware.
This is the revival pound.
Foul crush in 4. Get ready to break Ozzy out. Break her out quickly. Grasping hands in 5 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Dragging hand. Then get ready to move towards orange as soon as you guys get out. Empowered runes, I think, just came out, so make sure you're getting that towards the middle like you're supposed to. Burst coming in 1. Get ready to get 40 yards away from me. Taunt.
5, 4, 3.
Perfect. Everybody's out of range.
Shaman Tranquility, whatever it is.
Healing totem.
Super Totem, yeah.
5, 4,
Next one is my Trink, and we just repeat, and we should be good.
Grasping hands. Stack up.
Quick down on the tanks. Got explosive burst. Taunt.
Get away from the bear.
Beware.
Yay.
Good work, everyone. Pound in 3 seconds. That's 5 yard spread.
And waves are coming, so watch them.
We do have waves coming from purple.
Beware.
Okay, there's pound. Looks like my DBM is off, so it'll be fun. He'll be leaping here soon. I think we should probably get one more taunt Aussie before that.
Hurting time.
There we go. herd the runes in.
Can we last as soon as he gets over there? Well, when he gets out of the pool.
Lest if we haven't already. Next wave's coming in 3 seconds. It's going to be massive shit tons of wave. So personal cooldowns if you got them.
Once the purple waves is gone, move towards the purple pool.
Ozzy gonna get ready. SWAT's gonna be coming up here in about 10 seconds.
Wah, wah, wah. Shit, gotta save people.
I got swatted into
Don't die, Ozzy.
wave.
Revival pound.
4 yards.
I'm gonna move him here, then turn him around so I can have a lot of range to the door.
Go on the other side.
Landmines.
SWAT in 5. On him.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Stack around diamond.
Grasping hands, stack up, diamond.
Hurry, there's a pound coming.
This trank guy.
That's on cooldown.
Waves coming in now, so watch out. Shit tons of wave coming.
Yay!
Achievements for everyone. Good work. Now that was clean. So
It was
good work
Allie.
with Allie was holding it. She'll get mad.
Tear token.
Who the hell's the warrior tears?
Job.
Do the gear, because I need to know if I should bonus roll.
Starting next week as well, just to keep in mind for guys who will be raiding regularly, I'm going to treat tier the same way Joe's group was doing it. I thought about doing that with our group last tier, but we were already kind of ingrained into it, and our group was pretty solid, so we didn't. Which is going to be, I will loot all tier pieces, and we will roll for them at the end of the raid, instead of during the time. Just kind of makes things easier for the tier pieces. But for tonight, we're just going to roll like normal.
So just roll need or greed.
Yes.
That sucks. The helm. I was keeping my cloak and my helm to keep the old 2-piece. But I guess I can dig out the gloves or something instead. Or the shoulders, rather.
I know.
Are you gonna let me die if I get the tier helm before you?
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Why am I not getting loot?
There, Ozzy, I got 'em for you. Let's move over to the council so we can see it as many times as we can.
Really? 2 people tried killing me?
Congrats, Ty, for your first piece of T18. And looks like CJ by default.
Yeah. I'm going to go hearth to my bank to get my shoulders so I can use.
Tunic. We'll go to. Looks like
So
Our
I'll be
monkey-
back by the time you guys finish trash.
I thought we did the loot in the way that you only get one piece, like, kind of per week. Or am I thinking it wrong?
You are absolutely 100% right. But thanks to your fail raid leader, I don't have my normal pen and pad where I keep track of all this stuff here. So don't worry, we will kill stuff next week, and we will all have plenty of loot. And I promise you, in 6 months, you will all be tired of this place, and we'll all have it on farm the same way we did Blackrock.
And then we move on to Heroic with all our 55k DPS.
And I still won't have the pet in 6 weeks, and you'll hear me bitch about it. Like Siege of Orgrimmar.
Anyone?
You didn't have to trade that to me. Like, Tubbs gave it to you. Like, I wasn't saying that just so you trade it to me. I feel bad.
Anyone who gets the pet, if you don't do pet battles, make a video of you deleting it and then send it to Ty.
I just want to punch CJ through the internet. I usually have this urge at least once a night. What is my two-piece?
Are they all, like, fighting each other up here? Oh.
YOLO.
Yeah, they're just broing out, you know?
Maybe it's Dromash's orcs versus the Fell orcs? I don't know.
They're all fell.
Oh. Well, I'm not there yet, so.
Oh,
Assassin.
I'm gonna need to try.
Oh god.
Why are they still
They
pulling?
just keep coming.
So we're doing this gauntlet style.
Nah, we just pulled like all the groups that were in there.
Oh, I get it. They're Fell Scars, meaning that they probably go berserk and mine this and that.
Divine, can you unstealth the assassins? Do rogues still have that ability? Or see
Not
them?
anymore, but hunters could certainly drop their spark ahead.
Or we all just push tubs in front of us when we go down these hallways?
YOLO.
Yeah, we could just shoot a flare ahead.
Oh, this one's got a name. Watch out. Something bad's gonna happen.
Watch it, Ed.
Yeah, it's breath.
Oh. It has taunt swapping. Oh no.
I have a green ball on my head. Spread out. The green balls like to hug each other.
Yeah, that looks bad.
Get it,
Okay, need to face him away from the raid.
Spread out. Green ball, bomb things.
Please do not stand in front of him.
Bad things happen. Like
Like
I found
that.
an assassin.
Oh boy.
Oh, Jesus.
I couldn't think death quick enough.
Okay, thank you, Khadgar. Khadgar's being racist and he's not teleporting me for some reason.
I wouldn't go up there if I
People
was
are
you,
still
Tubbs.
dying.
I would wait at the teleport. Or we're just gonna chain die.
Yeah, I don't like chain
Do not
dying.
run in.
And
Oh, Mel just called you a fat torn.
Mel is mean to me all the time.
I'm not in combat yet, so I'm gonna let you die.
yeah, you guys go way
Aw.
back by the teleport. They're running towards the teleport. Just stay. Okay, they're resetting. Now we're good.
What even is
mean,
this
this is
tuning? Look at it, this is just a yellow vest tone. What? Armor designers got lazy.
I want tree armor. How awesome would that be? I mean, like plate mail over.
Wasn't there an assassin around here somewhere? Let's see, Chief.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
in that they're in that corner as we go up the stairs and then turn right.
Well, flare the hell out of it, maybe.
I know, right? Some of these darn mobs don't listen to misdirect. See if you get the memo.
Let's not pull both of these this time. So let's get one at a time. This will be great.
I tried cycloning this guy and the game laughed at me.
Can't mind control them either.
Whenever you try something like that, DBM should just like pop up and be like, that's a funny joke.
Or nice try. Better luck
Yeah.
next time.
Cyclone's the worst.
Automatically light them on fire.
I should be able to like mind control Cormrock and have him go fight the Iron Council, the council for us.
You need to bring your girlfriend on WoW for a little bit and let us say hi to her.
Yeah, okay.
Balls spread out.
Oh, sorry.
Tubbs, what are you doing?
You had aggro. I was trying to get behind him.
You had aggro.
No, you took it from me.
I did not. That's why I was like, Tubbs, what are you doing?
Dying, apparently.
Oh, his breath is not subject to aggro because I totally had aggro then.
You can do it. Put your back into it.
I'm so sorry.
I don't feel like you're sorry.
I am the most sorry.
Balls spread out.
I like saying balls.
I'm stunned. Is that an assassin? What the hell just happened to me?
Running back.
What?
Oh yeah, Keko, stop being racist.
Oh, he gets stronger the lower his health goes. Great.
Yay!
What? No loot?
That was almost as hard as the last boss.
Save me!
Oh god, why is everything dying?
What is going on?
Assassins just jumped our asses.
Okay, I'm officially saying this now as a statement. Screw the trash in this place.
Not my talk.
It'll be easier after like the third week.
I think that the Blizzard dungeon developers and designers decided that they were probably a tad bit more masochistic than us.
I think you mean sadistic.
Yeah, well they're sadistic, we're masochistic because we keep running into it.
They overestimate our masochism.
Yes.
These guys hit so hard.
Alright, no one move forward after this so we can regroup.
No one move a single inch.
From I think next week we will bring like 15 hunters as a second raid group, and we will just all have them casting flare every 5 feet.
Team Spotlight.
Team Spotlight.
Oh Jesus, assassin killed Divine? Is that even possible?
No. When Gragra killed Lore, he attacked me.
He just like punched Divine in the face. And
He did. And my vanish was on cooldown from the
Can we
last
get
time he
a
tried.
spark over here somewhere? Just, you know, in case.
That makes me sad. I was gonna say the assassin got assassinated.
Okay, well, one of the tanks run in.
Looks like we're saying.
Okay, we're so far so good.
Oh my god, is that all the trash?
Extending lockout so we never have to do that trash again. Just permanently.
I could go
Yeah.
for that.
I could also.
Yes, that was all the trash.
I didn't get my ship part from the second boss, so made me sad.
Well, maybe next week.
Heals DPS.
Heals. Definitely heals.
No, I didn't put a ticket in yet. I tried the item restore, and it wasn't on the
Can we
list of
put,
items.
Can we put CLG into group 3?
Alright, so, the council. This won't be even more fun than the last one. The tanks, one tank will grab Skull and X, and they will put him right about there, roughly. The other tank will get the other one, and keep him over there. Because she likes to empower and give buffs to the people that she's next to, so she will be by herself, and die by herself. Dia Dark Whisper, she'll die last. I may have mixed up Skull and X, but I don't think I did. In which case, we will just straight burn Gertog, the big guy in the middle. Then we will focus X down, and then we will get Moon. They, like other tri-top bosses, do not need to die all at the same time, as far as burning them down equally. But they do get a new ability once they hit 30%. So we're going to have to deal with the abilities of all three of them until we burn them down, and then, like I said, 30% they get a new one, or at least the one who hits 30% gets a new one, and then we'll do with that as we go down. So Gertog, he does. Everybody will be stacked up here in the middle, at some point, somewhere like ish. I don't think so, Moo. Nothing I read said that. Everything I've seen was pretty much all like just burn one down, then the second, then the third.
I have read.
I'm sorry.
This also. I've read that also.
We'll burn
To
down
take
Gertog
them down to
first.
40.
Okay, then it's possible. You're fine. It's possible. I do remember that once Gertog's dead, then the melee will switch to Moon, and the range stay on Blade Master, because he does conal AoE stuff around him, when we don't want him hitting the melee on that.
By the way, DPS, your positioning is really important in this fight. Like, really important.
Okay, so we'll go with that. We'll go with burning them all down to 40%, and then going with that. We'll still have to keep them, separate. Moon still needs to stay apart. Let me think. since apparently the guide I was reading was completely wrong. So, for as far as that is concerned.
We just get the mill down to 30, and then burn Gertalk. And then the range stay on X, and melee move to Moon. DPS and healers, Moon is gonna cast a thing on you, and you need to move out of that thing. Please be aware of where you're standing, because it will stay there for the remainder of the fight.
You gotta drop the
And
puddle
really,
at the sides. Well, one side, hopefully.
So ideally, if you're standing in green, you can run out towards like star or some direction out that way to drop it.
Healers don't go to spell crazy on this, or we'll melt the raid. I mean, it'd be funny, but they'll get upset at us.
Yeah, basically, we don't dispel until it becomes too much damage. Hopefully, when she casts Reap, only 4 people should have the debuff.
but that's essentially the only things you really need to be worrying about. The rest of the abilities that happen are just a case of you popping your own defensive cooldown, essentially.
Slash gain away from the brown swirly on the ground.
Yes. So, for example,
and the ghost
Gertalk. Yeah. Gertalk in specific will go into a part where he actually targets one person in particular. What's it called? Focusing? I don't know.
Tell Rage Fixate.
Yeah, fixating. That's what it's called. Yeah, he's gonna fixate one person, and that is literally a case of you just popping your defensive cooldowns and not dying. Don't die.
Don't they want to run away from the tank, though, when they're fixated, to give you guys more time?
Yeah. Right at the end
yes.
of the fixate, you run to the other side.
Our battle cry's like, we're all gonna die.
Okay, I'll be taking Gertog and the Blade Master, and Ozzy will take Dark Whisper.
What's the
Best
name
way
of
to
the...
learn it is to see it. So remember, if you get fixated by whatever his face is, you're going to run out of the group and run away from him, just in a straight line away from him, because you don't want to have him running through everywhere else. And if you get targeted by Diaz, Dark Whisper, whatever thingy, you're just going to run out and drop the puddle outside of the group, run past yellow, drop it off, and then it'll stay permanently throughout the fight. And we'll just keep doing that until there's either no more room, we're all dead, or something else happens. So, let's see this and see what happens.
You guys can look behind you where Mel has literally just dropped her her transfer thingy. Round about here would be good.
Yeah, if you can make it that far, that'd be perfect, and then we can work our way forward.
What's the name of the puddle ability?
Mark her
Petal?
Necromancer.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
She's gonna cast a skill called Reap, and then it's followed up with Mark.
Yeah, all healers know how we're doing this.
Yeah. If someone's about to melt, it's time to dispel. We don't want to do it early.
Yeah.
Alright, we're all ready.
What is the puddle name?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Gertog, dispatch our enemies.
Hopefully. Alright.
Oh, she doesn't move. Oh, now she's moving.
Watch out for the air.
Come over here.
Beware.
Ow.
Watch out for the sword. It's going to fly out and fly back in the direction the arrow is facing.
Beware.
Fellstorm, watch out range or melee. That's going to be in range of that. You're going to take some damage.
Got steel recharging. Divinity isn't ready yet. That spell isn't ready. It hungers. Beware. The dead shall
Did I get hit with that reap? That's awesome.
Yeah, it was that or let Wamp die. Ow, freaking ghost.
Okay, so multiple people get hit with the
Just watch out for the flybys.
Ow. So it looks like Voodoo color codes the people when to dispel. I think that's what the colors were on people.
I think if we hit red, and that when it hits red, and then we dispel, and then it'll be on 4 people, and then it should, and then they should hopefully, reap should be cast before that gets too much.
It rips. It tears.
Yeah, we waited too long on cool.
And eternal.
Yeah. So when it hits red, on the debuff, we can hit this. And then, of course, at the end, when we're in her last phase, I'm just giving mass dispelling on cooldown.
Whatever. I don't get.
Cooldown a lot of mana for that, but fairly off.
Can we switch it so the melee is actually targeting Daya? Because she can be interrupted.
What toy did you drop?
Yeah, Void Bolt.
I was trying to figure out what the dots were on Voodoo. It was freaking me out.
I think that was Moo volunteering.
What? Hellstorm. Let's just stay away.
I mean, I do have Skull Bash, but it's a 15-second cooldown.
Moo, would you be okay with doing the interrupty thing? That sound good, Tub?
Okay, I thought I wasn't crazy. So with the, I just, while waiting there, 2-minute guides, yay. So no, 2-minute guides was, which is what I was going with, was suggesting just straight burning down Gertog first, and lusting once he hits 30%, and then burning him down, and then splitting DPS and burning the next 2, all together. We can go back with and continue to try with 40%. I'm okay with that, but that was the line of sight gaming's strategy.
I'm trying, like, I don't.
I always like their strats.
So unless somebody has, read otherwise, like I said, we can continue trying to burn all the 3 of them down to about 40, and then going down. Basically, Gertog, as far as tanks are concerned, he's going to stack me with 10 to 15 stacks. of his debuff, which is going to lower my armor almost down to nothing. And then he'll fixate. When he fixates, that's what gives me time to drop those stacks, which is why the fixate person wants to run away, to give him time to run away and then come back to me. Yeah, so he's just kind of a pain, and that's why we want to burn him down quickly. The other guy, the Blade Master, besides the abilities you've seen so far, him throwing the blade and doing his whirlwind, the only other ability that you didn't see is that he will vanish and make about 3 or 4 mirror copies of himself that have less health. They all need to die quickly, and then he will spawn back normally. And then Dia just continue. We pretty much saw hers with Reap and the ghosts that fly around, and then Necromancer, with the mark of the Necromancer. Yeah, it's more than 3 or 4, but it's quite a few. But they just need to die quickly, and then he spawns back. So like I said, we can continue to do 3 or 4. I think that if we want to do that, we may want to put a couple of melee, 1 or 2, if not, at least leave the plate melee on Gertog and move the other melee onto Dia. Maybe try that out to minimize some of the damage you guys are taking from the whirlwind. So let's do that. Plate melee stay on Skull and X, while the cloth and the leather and mail, the melee will stay on Moon.
Alright. CJ, you and I want to deal with the dispels? Because we're seeing the dots.
Sure, but when it turns red, you call out who you're dispelling, and then I'll dispel the other one.
Yeah, so I'll go first. So we don't have to call out.
Yeah. Yeah, Bruce. I kind of hate to do that. I mean, to like split things up like that, and you know, the best part about strategies is, I mean, it's worked for people that have killed them before, but not everybody's going to be the same. But I do think burning Gertog is probably going to be the simplest. I agree. So let's just stick with that. So everybody's going to focus Skull. We'll burn him down. As soon as he hits 30%, we'll Lust, finish him off, and then we will split up. And once Gertog dies, all melee will switch to Moon, and all ranged will stay on X. So that way the melee will not be taking damage from Whirlwind or anything else like that. Just make sure you are avoiding the axes of his sword as he flings it, which will be indicated by the arrow from under his feet. And when he does split into multiples, we focus those down as priority and burn them all down so he can respawn as his normal self. So all melee, everybody focuses down Skull first, and then Lust at 30%.